your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell at before you blow up a plane.
Basha K. Ali!
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what good you say? I doubt it will stand up to something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt. I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. Hello, welcome. This is not really a Chrissie Mayr podcast. I'm here to talk about a special topic, and that is something that I feel like happens just about every other month, is that some new group is calling me racist, some kind of an some kind of a hater of a whole group. I feel like I'm going to run out of groups pretty soon. Before I get to the topic at hand, I want to talk about some of my comedy shows. Guys, I'm going to be in LA next week, getting on a plane Monday. I'll be headlining the Pineapple Hill Saloon in Sherman Oaks, California next weekend with my funny friends Keanu Thompson and Lila Hart. Come get tickets if you live in the Los Angeles area. Not just for me, not just for Keanu, not just for Lila, but we have special guests on the Friday show, September 8th. Nick Searcy, you may know him from Terror on the Prairie with Gina Carano. He will be doing a special guest spot. And Saturday, September 9th, the internet's own Perry Caravello will be doing a special guest spot. So you definitely don't want to miss that, because these are rare stand-up appearances by these folks here. I'll also be doing several special podcast and media appearances throughout the week. So stay tuned. I'm not going to ruin the surprise now, but some of them are pretty big. I'm excited about it. Haven't been to LA since the pandemic, so it's cool to go back. Then we got a nice comedy fundraiser coming up in a couple weeks, Saturday, September 23rd in Mayapack, New York. So all my upstate New York people, all my Westchester, Putnam people, come on out, get your tickets, because this thing is going to sell out. It's myself, Gino Bisconti, and the great Anthony Cumia. I mean, I could say the great Gino Bisconti too, but of course, I mean, we all know that. Then I'm headlining in Minnesota for the first time in October. Come see me Saturday, October 21st at the Great River Bowl and Partners Pub in Sartell, Minnesota. The wonderful, the law to be, Nick Regatta will be hosting for me at this show. So come on out and see us there. Then I'll be back on Long Island in Belmore at Brokerage Friday, October 27th and Saturday, October 28th. Love my Strong Island people. If I went to high school with you, if you still live on the island, I better see your dumb ass at this show. Okay, you've got advance notice. But let me guess. Oh, it's Halloween weekend. I can't. Well, that's why we have a Friday show too. Then I'll be back in Florida, Tampa. One of my favorite places in Florida is Tampa, believe it or not. A lot of kooky people there. I'll be headlining the Side Splitters Club on December 3rd. Then I'm back in San Diego at the beginning of January. That first weekend in January, the 5th and 6th, I'll be back at the Mic Drop Comedy Club. I had such a great time a few months back. I think I was there in February. So excited to go back to that club. For tickets and details, go to my website, chrissiemayr.com. And as always, tag me on Twitter, tag the clubs and venues that you think I could perform at or that would like to have me. I always love looking into new places. Yes, Perry is a legend, and he doesn't really do stand-up too often. So if you enjoy his musings, this is the place to come. Hi, guys. All right. I can see there's already a lot of drama in the chat, which I love. I love a dramatic chat right off the bat. There's nothing more than I love than a dramatic chat. Okay, so I'm here to talk about, gosh, something that happens to me several times a year now, and that is a cancellation attempt. It's nothing new to me. It gets a little bit more boring each time. Um, the internet is not typically sending their best in these cases, and I started to see some negative comments like really this week for reasons I was not sure of. And I was like, this is kind of usually they always start on Instagram. And what I'm finding the pattern is I'm not on TikTok. Like I think I have an account, but I'm not active on there. But what usually happens is, and this became sort of viral on TikTok first. So basically what happened is, so it was Friday Night Tights. It was when I was doing it from Ocean City, Maryland. So that was a couple of weeks ago. It was like 2 Fridays ago, the 18th. So it took a little while. And we all are required to watch whatever new movies or shows are coming out so we can give our review. So a couple weeks ago, we had to review Blue Beetle, and I was like excited. I was like, wow, okay, for once, it's not like I need to know a bunch of old school lore. I can just go and watch this movie and understand and give my review. I'm excited. I'm pumped. And so I did sort of have an impassioned rant at one point, as we all do on Friday Night Tights, when we were reviewing this movie. And I guess the people of TikTok took issue with it. So I think basically a large account on TikTok ended up mentioning that episode of Friday Night Tights, and then it went kind of viral. And then usually they go right into your Instagram comments first, because that's how it go. I think like it's TikTok here, then they go to Instagram, and if they're smart enough, they'll make it to Twitter. But it usually doesn't get past Instagram in most cases. So I'm gonna read this article that came out. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna have to look up and see who this person Kiko Martinez is. And it's funny to see people come after myself and the other guys on FNT. They'll call us racist, but it's like, let's break down what we're actually saying about the movie. And is it racist, or are we correct? And you just don't like the truth of it. I'd rather be called racist than dishonest. I'd rather be called racist by people I don't respect than dishonest by people who I do respect. So again, this word, it loses more and more meaning every month that goes by. Blue Beetle video review gets dragged for racist criticisms. Here's what happened. This article came out just a couple of days ago on something called Remelska. The folks at a pop culture YouTube channel are receiving some major, first of all, it's not major. It's nothing compared to Malaysia. You guys are gonna have to do better, because that for me is the high watermark. Some major backlash for a racist review they posted recently about the latest DC Comics superhero movie, Blue Beetle. So it's so funny. They call this a video review. Okay, maybe they're referring to the episode as the video. In the video, which is titled "Let's Talk About Blue Beetle," a group of contributors at Nerdrotic Daily. Nerdrotic Daily, by the way, is the name of his clips channel. It's not like the name of the show. They discussed the Latin, and this is what I love. They won't say Latinx, because I think this person really wants to say Latinx, but the Hispanic community, the jury has come out about Latinx, and it's overwhelmingly not supported. People don't like Latinx. Hispanics generally don't like when you say Latinx, but this person, Kiko, desperately still wants to say Latinx. So in the spirit of Latinx, they're saying Latin. They discussed the Latin aspects of the movie that they didn't like, and did it in the most disparaging ways possible. One of them, who calls himself Quarter Black Garrett, asks his cohorts, why movies featuring Latin characters have to include Latin, so many cultural elements. And here's a quote. Anytime there's a Hispanic or Black character in a movie or a show, it is completely centered around that culture. And there's no other aspect of anything else, he says. Okay, he happens to be Hispanic. Does every single aspect of his life have to be tacos? And again, this was a legitimate criticism. This movie relies very heavily on stereotypes. And all we were doing was pointing it out. We weren't saying there's anything wrong with the taco obsession. Heck, I have a taco obsession. We weren't saying there's anything wrong with Hispanic culture. We're just saying the movie uses it as a crutch, as if no other aspect of a personality can exist. Okay, they go on to say, it's actually gross. Okay, so this is a tweet from someone named Senor Barragan. It's actually gross the way they are laughing at some of the things they are saying. Freedom of speech, freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequences. And again, this is something you'll hear the woke left say all the time when they truly just do want to shut down your freedom of speech. Because it's like, sure, we're not going to change our opinion just because you don't like it. And I guess the consequences of our opinions are these articles. I guess that's what's happening. Hashtag Mexican TikTok. Oh, it's our fault for pointing out stereotypes, but you're going to hashtag this under Mexican TikTok? Oh, okay. Got it. He then mocks a Mexican accent, something he had already done prior to this point. Oh my God, you guys, we're not allowed to make a point more than once. Did you know that? When he describes an early scene where Jamie Reyes, Zolo Maridueña, goes with his family to eat dinner. Then they walked into their house and she's like, that's where Mama told us how to make salsa, which is like unnecessary exposition. And again, relying heavily on this Hispanic stereotype. Like, not everything is salsa and tacos, but that is so much of this movie. Another person, Matt Teo, replying to Eli, I know I can beat all of these people in a fight. I'm not sure what that has to do with our opinions on the movie, but somehow that they felt it was relevant to put that in this article. Here's where I come in. The cringeworthy video continues with another contributor, Chrissie Mayr, saying that Blue Beetle featured unnecessary, gratuitous racism before referring to Maridueña as Miguel from Cobra Kai, because that's where everyone knows him from. You F word. Because she apparently couldn't be bothered to learn how to pronounce his name for the episode. No, sweetie, I can pronounce the name. It's just that everyone knows him from Miguel from Cobra Kai. I keep forgetting his real name, she says. That's paired with her mockingly saying, it was too much that they did to make us feel for this family. Oh, they're brown, so they're perpetual victims. But that is how this family portrayed themselves, as perpetual victims sheerly for their skin color and not because of the fact, I don't know, there's 4+ working age adults in this house and none of them seem to be concerned with getting a job except for the main character, Miguel from Cobra Kai. The grandma's off the hook. The grandma doesn't have to get a job, but the mom, the sister, like the uncle, all these people should be working and they don't seem to be. That's all I was saying. Here's another tweet here from Liz Ramirez. That Nerdrotic Blue Beetle review pissed me off. Like, that white lady was being such a pick-me. I assume that that's me, unless they're referring to X-Ray Girl. What do y'all know about black and brown experiences? Nothing. So shut the F up. You didn't review the movie. You just didn't like how the movie depicted white people. We did review the movie. That's, if you watched the episode,
You should respond on Twitter to that.
clearly what it is. I don't, hold on, I'm getting interrupted. She then rambles off a couple of examples that she considered, quote, racist, which critics of the video, like Senor Barragan, pointed out could easily be labeled microaggressions to many Latins. Hold the phone. Let me read this again. They're saying examples that I considered racist could easily be labeled microaggressions to Latines. Give me an example of this, please. Saying that it would never happen. How would she know? Baragon says. She makes it seem like she has some type of expectation of what it's like to live in a brown body. No, you're putting that on there. I'm not there saying, gee, I wonder what it's like to be Hispanic. It's probably not all that different in 2023. Unless you make a living off of race baiting people. Nerdrotic, and here's another person that says, let's talk Firestar. Nerdrotic is racist as F. Who would have guessed? Shocking that a person who has exhibited extreme cases of homophobia, misogyny, transphobia, and previous racism would be this racist when it comes to Blue Beetle. Time in prison didn't do this F-wad weird-ass loser any good. Are we glorifying prison? Is that what we're doing? And again, like, I don't know if this is a top-tier journalist, but she's including tweets in her article that get 7 likes, 19 likes. I was under the impression you have to include tweets that like sort of get a lot of attention. But I guess not if you have to struggle to make all your points with low quality tweets. There are plenty more gross comments in the Nerdrotic Daily episode, which we will not be sharing, as clicks just drive these types of creators to do more content like this. But hold on, you wrote this article for clicks. You literally are exaggerating everything we're saying and calling us racist. Literally for clicks, Ms. Kiko. These types of creators do more content like this, but one of the worst slights is where they openly ridicule actress Belisa Escobedo's weight. It's one thing to criticize a movie for things like the acting or the screenplay, which we did. It's another thing to do it in a way that's hateful, ignorant, and targets someone's body. We're definitely not ignorant. No, we know everything that's going on here. We're not speaking from a place of ignorance because we all watched the movie. And it's fun to fat shame. And she was fat. Here's another, my God, nearly viral tweet at 12 likes here from Mendozable. That Nerdrotic Blue Beetle video was just an excuse for a bunch of dudes to be racist and pretend to be criticisms. I love the grammatical errors. I can't get enough of them. Please include tweets with grammatical errors in your article. That will make you seem so much more reputable. It's also ironic that this Blue Beetle review had a problem with this movie centering on the Mexican experience. So what you're saying is that the Mexican experience is 24/7 tacos all day, every day, all the time. Your life does not exist unless there's a taco in your mouth. That's what you're calling the Mexican experience. Wow. Especially when you consider that no one ever complains when Captain America, Iron Man, and other superheroes push a clear USA way of life agenda. No. Do we see Captain America always walking around with a hot dog in his mouth? Do we see Iron Man like constantly barbecuing? Like, that's not even a fair comparison. Do you see Captain America constantly referencing baseball and porn? What else is part of the American way of life? Do you see Iron Man tearing around in a Ford truck, riding on a horse with a cowboy hat? No, because they're busy being superheroes, not shoving their face with tacos and trying to deal with their uncle whose the name of his truck was Taco. Oh, but we're racist for pointing it out. Sorry. Here's another tweet from Mateo Stitch with Versace Banks, green screen MFs like this and The Critical Drinker are a reason I stopped watching these movies at hashtag Nerdrotic. Another tweet. Oh, there's a bunch of hashtags. Oh, wow. Let's unblock the Facebook comments. Let's read some comments. Yay! Oh, from Lambert. Damn, Chrissy is pretty effing funny. Thank you. What a racist article. This Kiko Martinez is quite the hypocritical bigot. Wow. Positive comments. I was not expecting that. So I want to see some of these TikToks. I wonder if this is it here. Yes. Okay. TikToks are so hard to navigate because they start playing immediately. And you're like, hold on, wait. I'm trying to put you on screen. Okay. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I don't know if this was like the big account that did a TikTok about it, but this is just one of them. So I'm just going to go through them all. This is from Senor Barragan from 3 days ago. It's actually gross the way they are laughing at some of the things they are saying. Freedom of speech. Oh, right. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequences. And he made sure to hashtag Mexican TikTok. Because we don't want to be stereotypical here.
Video of this YouTube channel that is doing a review about Blue Beetle, and they are so honestly, blatantly racist.
Anytime there's a Hispanic or black character in a movie or a show, it is completely centered around that.
By the way, this guy is playing some kind of mariachi music. Like, he's adding that on. Is he doing that to make us seem more racist? I don't know.
And there's no other aspect of anything else. He happens to be Hispanic. Does every single aspect of his life have to be tacos? Yeah. Literally in the beginning, he's getting back from college. They're like, let's go get tacos. And then they walk into their house and she's like, that's where Mama told us how to make salsa.
It's like
with tough people.
Mexicans are sneaky, dude.
It's just the unnecessary, gratuitous racism. And I'm like, either these people have never worked in corporate America, or they're willingly just trying to make a point on purpose. A really good example is when, and I'm going to say Miguel from Cobra Kai, because I just keep forgetting his real name. There was a moment where he's in a jacket and a tie, and he's going in for his interview. And the receptionist looks at this guy with his hair, his hair combed, jacket and tie, and goes, deliveries are downstairs, which would never fucking happen. I've been a receptionist basically every job I've ever had. You would never say that. It's just intentionally racist. Oh, because this guy is tan. Unbelievable the way they would sort of force the racism in.
Right.
And I agree with somebody else said it before. His family fucking sucks. Even when they're dropping him off for the biggest interview of his life, they're fucking honking the taco horn. They're yelling, they're screaming, and everybody's there because George Lopez is a comedian, but like the whole Batman is a fascist. He said a lot of dumb things, and isn't every Hispanic uncle a tech genius? They did a Hawaiian forest fire on the house, aka they firebombed it. They did an abduction. They did. He doesn't even get it. They're brown, so they're perpetual victims. My joke is so over his head, he doesn't even know how to react. Like, he has completely blank faced on this. He's like, God, I really hope something is said that I can call racist, and he's struggling.
They just want to push us out of our neighborhood, the rich people.
They're like, oh, we're losing the house. I was like, hold the phone. There's what? How many working age adults in this family, and y'all can't make rent?
Right.
Oh, we're brown.
Maybe stop feeding the daughter. Maybe stop feeding her.
There is so much to break down. I'm not going to get through everything.
But can we start with the thumbnail?
I know they want to talk, but están pasando de lanza.
My God, there's just so much to say, but who has the time? Look, there's a taco in the thumbnail. I'm outraged.
Let's start with the first comment that they made. Whenever they show brown or black people in movies, they overshare their culture or something. And to me, it feels like the homies over here don't got no culture. When they add a little spice, they just feel some type.
Whoa. White people don't have culture, Senor Barragan? Senor Barragan, Taco King. White people do have culture, okay? It's called paying our taxes. That is our culture.
Feel some type of way. I also love how Chrissie's trying to say that this movie is racist, for her and all of her homies, look how diverse they are all saying racist things.
Oh my God. First of all, we're not a diverse panel. Therefore, we have no thoughts. We can't review movies because Gary's white, Az is white, Ryan's white, I am white, Disparu's a lesbian, Quarter Black Garrett is partially black. I don't even, who knows what the fuck Mahler is. He could be a black trans lesbian for all we know. We've never seen his face. Oh, but, and this is something the left loves to do. The fact that your skin color does not make you better than other people. Isn't that literally the point of Martin Luther King? He wanted people not to be judged by their skin color. Homie would be rolling in his grave if he heard this.
She tries to dismiss that somebody can face a microaggression if they're dressed nicely, saying that it will never happen. How does she know? I've been in situations
where how do I know, you effing moron? Because I literally have worked 15 years in corporate America. Yeah, I think that's enough experience behind a desk, being a receptionist, being an executive assistant, literally working in 12 different offices. Yeah, I would say that's enough experience to know that this would never happen. You have to go out of your way. Any person with a brain sees somebody come in with a tie and a jacket to a front desk. That's someone who has an appointment. So don't give me this bullshit like, oh yeah, this is happening to brown people all the time. We're constantly being shown where the kitchen is. I think that's bullshit. I think that is a lame thing to say.
Just where I've been dressed nice, blazer and everything, and people have still made messed up comments anyways. She makes it seem like she has some type of expertise of what it's like to live in a brown body.
Yes, and then I have expertise being a receptionist. I literally had that job. I've worked with many other people who have had that job. Nobody in that job is doing that. Okay, and I am a white person, okay? I've worked with other white receptionists and this would never happen. Oh, but what do I know? I'm not brown, so I can't speak on anything ever.
And then they try to talk down on the way that families celebrate one another. This scene where the family's being loud or whatever, that actually happens in our communities.
Oh my God. The guy is Miguel's character, whatever. Zolo's character is literally cringing as the family is screaming and shouting and carrying on. He's just trying to get into the building and meet Jenny on time. He is embarrassed by his own family who is being inappropriate and way too loud and like make a fuss when he gets home. So again, they're just sharing their culture. Is your culture being obnoxious? Because if it is, yikes.
You can just feel the privilege that they have when they're making the comments about people not being able to afford their house. It just really shows that they don't know the struggle. And they're this.
Yeah, I actually do know I do know the struggle, which is why I've always had at least one or two jobs my entire adult working life. Like, I'm sorry, I'm white. I don't get to cop out and say, oh God, I'm brown. I can't get a job. I just can't muster up the energy to find work. I'm such a victim. Yeah, white people don't really have that luxury. So I've always had to work my ass off to make rent. And yes, I have struggled. Yes, I have been paycheck to paycheck. Yes, I have been a sneeze away from sex work just so that I could pay my rent. So don't pretend that you know what it's like to live in my body, sir.
Things that communities actually go through. But that comment that they made about the daughter at the end, la mera neta, que vergüenza. What's wild is that they have a channel with almost 1 million people on it. So for them to make those type of comments is absolutely wild. Amelia, I have so much more to say about this, but please let me know, what did I miss? What do you all think about this? But most importantly, what does it mean for these individuals to repair the harm that they have done? Because it's been
guys, if a movie review has done you harm, then you're too soft for this world. And that's what a lot of these folks with the victim mentality, they go, oh, I've been harmed over this video, over this tweet, over this joke. It makes you sound soft, homie.
It's been a few days y todavía no han dicho nada. Y honestamente, eso no está bien. Please watch.
It's not good. See, I took a little Spanish. I hear what you're saying. Let's go to some of the comments on his TikTok. They cannot stand not being the center of attention, and I have had the family entourage cheering me on in public settings. It does happen. No cap. It does happen. Yeah, we're not saying it doesn't happen. We're saying it's obnoxious. We're not going, oh God, that's not real. No, it looks very real. It's clearly happening, but it is appropriate? No. It's very selfish to have that sort of an outburst while your family member is trying to go nail an interview. Isn't eating nostalgic food after being away from home for a while a universal thing? I don't know. I mean, I guess when I came home from college, I just couldn't wait to have my mother's noodles and butter. Let's say I did. The equivalent of that would be like me having it for 3 meals a day and I can't stop talking about it. The taco thing is like in every other scene. It's just too much. The getting tacos to celebrate is like literally what my family and other Hispanic families around us do. Okay, that's fine, but does it have to be the entire movie? The reception thing, that literally has happened so many times. I've seen it. Okay. What is my experience completely disregarded then? The person who's literally worked in that job? No. Again, these people love to be victims. And I'm sorry that that's how they feel, that they get their validation. Let's play this one, which looks like the same exact one.
Please watch the following video of this YouTube channel that is doing a review about Blue Beetle, and they are so honestly, blatantly racist.
Anytime there's a Hispanic or black character in a...
Okay, it's the same exact video. Again, and the racism is so fully tolerated and celebrated towards white people that comments like this are just everywhere. So because white people have no culture, everyone else has to just not have theirs represented. Oh yeah, that's what we're saying. We're saying people can't represent their culture. If that's your takeaway, you didn't pay attention, you are dumb, and you didn't watch the movie, which a lot of these people did not. People love to be racist. They love to jump to conclusions. Now, the music in the back, I wonder if that is what Nerdrotic put in for just the sake of his clip. I don't think the TikToker put that in. Again, I think Gary like isolated that clip for his clips channel. Oh, it's Frank. Hi, babe. You should quote tweet, respond to those tweets from the article live on stream. Would that be fun, guys? Would you want to help me respond to them? Thank you for the super chat. I guess I have to give you back $5 after this is over. What up, Matthew? Is this Chrissy Cast After Dark? What did we do to deserve 2 streams in one day? Actually, it's 3. I did one this morning with Legal Vices. But thank you, Matthew. You the best. Viking, gingers can't be racist. In fact, if you rearrange the letters, ginger spells. Oh, that's right. Hey, what's up, my ginger? Viking again. Chrissy's dad did landscaping. That makes her part Mexican. Thank you. My dad was a landscaper before the Mexicans, okay? The Mexicans gentrified landscaping from the whites. Matthew Hammond, why does Frank not just send you a text message after YouTube's cut in taxes? It'll cost y'all $2.45 to message you. I don't know. Ask him that. He's being supportive. Thank you, Mac, for the super chat. Oh, it's my new friend, Raistlin. This is the F&T where you were melting on the balcony. Yes, it was. Love F&T. Awesome show. Yeah, thank God that bit was from the beginning when I still had energy and hydration. Because shortly after that, I did melt on that balcony and nearly died. Oh, what's up, Uncivil Law? Serious question. Do you know any good books or any other material on stand-up comedy theory? Trying to learn what makes stand-up work and tick. Can I recommend any books on it? I know when I started out, I did read books on stand-up because when you're new at something, you want to learn more about it. But for me, as someone who wanted to do stand-up, the only solution is to just do it. The only way to learn is by doing. And in my 13 years of doing stand-up, what makes stand-up work is honesty and the element of surprise. Yeah, always a combination of saying the honest thing in the moment and turns of phrase, puns. Like, it really depends what your particular style is. Some people are dry and sarcastic. Some people are, have a lot of innuendo. Some people are better storytellers. Again, it's like a laugh is a realization of honesty. It's like, oh, that person said something true, or rings true to me at least. So a laugh is like a realization of truth, I guess I would call it. But books wise, I can't think of any. To say that their stand-up theory almost like intellectualizes it to a degree where I don't think it deserves. I don't know. Ministry of Wrong think they're racist because the stereotypes are true. Right? Prove me, like, the stereotypes are there. We're just pointing them out. So it's like, either you're saying, yes, all we are our stereotypes. Like, this is true. We all just talk about tacos 24/7. Our life does not exist without tacos. If that's the case, then the stereotypes are true. Then it is stereotypical. But if that's not really how your lives are, well, then, yeah, you should be pissed too. All that we're saying is there has to be more to your life than tacos. And that's not what the movie makes it seem. But again, these people didn't watch the movie. They love to be outraged and they hate white people. So it's a perfect storm. Always ready. Thanks for the super chat. I'm a Mexican Marine from Houston, and I thoroughly support and approve of your hilarious racism. Also, thank you for introducing me to Steel Toe. Also, Gino and Keanu. That dude's not a real Mexican. Oh, you mean the Zorro? Thank you. Always ready. Look, see, this is the clout I need. I can say, look, I have a Mexican fan who approves. Deranged lunatic white culture is sending money to the Ukraine. Dude, that is so funny. You really should tweet that, or let me tweet it. That's so hilarious. What's up, push-ups? Is it me or does Chrissy never sleep? I do sleep. I've been told even that I sleep too much. So I'm trying to just like be more productive because I've been slacking the last few weeks. But thank you. I will take that as a compliment. Okay, should we watch? Was that the main TikTok? I want to see if I want to see if there's any more TikToks of people. And I'm not logged into TikTok, so this is tricky for me. Yeah, again, I don't even really understand how it works. Let me see. Okay, so that might have been the sort of main TikTok. I'm going to go through and see if I can find more. Oh, this Mateo person did another TikTok. Okay, yes. I don't know why all these people who make TikToks about Friday Night Tights, they all have like at minimum 2 chins. Maybe it's a TikTok requirement that you have to be obese to join. Okay, here's another one from Mateo. Replying to Eli, I know I can beat all of these people in a fight. So I guess if your logic and reasoning fails, you can always just resort to who would win in a fight, which is always fascinating. Let's see what this person has to say.
Actually, a hot take.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. I watched the whole podcast, so you don't have to. So here's some fucking...
So here's what his tweet says. Big difference between... This is what the TikTok says. Sorry, I always default to saying tweet. Big difference between a type of food and a multifaceted ideal of patriotism and protecting the world. Hot take. What? That doesn't even make sense.
Clips that I thought were pretty interesting and pretty telling of character of who these people are.
Hold on. Why does this person have to be First of all, they've started this 4 seconds into this video. This man is already out of breath, completely out of breath. He should be sitting down on something soft with a cool drink, a fan on him, maybe a light in his face. But again, these people don't really thrive on professionalism.
I watched the whole podcast, so you don't have to. So here's some fucking clips that I thought were.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother to comb my hair for this video. I'm just gonna let it rip.
Telling of character, who these people are.
Possible, and I think it was too much that they did to make us feel for this family. Oh, they're brown, so they're professional.
Hold on, look at this. Look how unfair this already is. They're saying in the movie the family struggles financially. Here's what they have to say about that. It's not me, making fun of someone financially struggling. My family financially struggled basically all the way through high school. So, but here's what they do. They mischaracterize what you say. They pull it to an extreme so that they can feel justified in calling you racist, whatever insult they have loaded up.
Perpetual victims.
They just want to push us out of our neighborhood. The rich people.
They're like, oh, we're losing the house. I was like, hold the phone. There's what? How many working age adults in this family, and y'all can't make friends?
Right.
I'm like, we're brown. We're
Maybe
victims.
stop
I'm like,
feeding the daughter. Maybe stop feeding
everybody.
her.
Taco, I'm sorry, your truck that has about $10,000 of add-ons on a $2,000 truck.
That's a great one.
Mexicans are sneaky, dude. Come on.
Survive because of racism. I'm more of a normie watching this. I'm like,
Mexicans are sneaky, dude. Come on.
Survive because of racism.
The internet, TikTok is not sending their best for these cancellation attempts because, like, they think saying laughing and mayonnaise, I think they misspelled mayonnaise, but they think that, like, the sheer mention of mayo will make white people like cower in fear. Like, I don't think I have eaten mayonnaise in the last 2 months. But I guess everyone thinks we're just over here eating scoops of mayonnaise every day.
I'm more of a normie watching this. I'm like, all right, it's nice to look at, but the subtle but ever-present racism is something I couldn't ignore. His family fucking sucks. Even when they're dropping him off for like the biggest interview of his life, they're fucking honking the taco horn. They're yelling, they're screaming, and everybody's like buttoned up, and it's professional. And it's like,
I've hit some praise with family and like his dad, Uncle Bendejo, I don't know.
Because he just said Uncle Asshole.
I haven't even seen the movie, but I bet you.
Seen the movie. Why are you making this TikTok? Why are you doing a reaction video? Why are your priorities not wake up, brush your hair, put on a shirt that's not brown and wrinkled and stained, wash your body, go see Blue Beetle, then you make your movie review video, then you can react to someone else's take on it, because guess what? You have a basis with which to react and participate in the conversation. Oh, I haven't even seen it, but I'm brown, so I don't need to.
Know how they got upset. I bet you, since he comes back from college, something that a lot of Hispanic people, can relate to is being away from home and finally coming home and enjoying mama's cooking. Oh my God, homemade Mexican cooking. And it was probably...
I think they were at a restaurant. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I think he met up with the family at a restaurant, so it wasn't even the mom's cooking. It was just he was at a restaurant eating tacos.
One scene. It was probably one scene.
It wasn't one scene, you retard. It was many scenes. It was the entire movie. The uncle's truck was named Taco. See, this is the arrogance of making this is super arrogant. I haven't seen the video, but I'm sure it was just one scene. No, if it was one scene, we wouldn't have had the reaction that we did.
Eating tacos and being like, God, I love being home. And they were just sitting there like,
yes, that's how we were.
Yeah. So fuck these people, and fuck Ryan Cannell. Also, I know he doesn't get bitches, because look at this part right here.
that was really centered on family. I liked the fact that there was a love interest and it wasn't like she was shutting him down or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I like that. That's kind of back to traditional some storytelling that we don't fucking get.
He's-
but it
he's
just is not enough to make.
He's giving the movie a compliment, which is what a fair movie reviewer does. But he's gonna be, oh yeah, he doesn't get bitches. What a weirdly insecure thing to say.
It's super funny he says that because, like, don't all the superheroes have love interests that just like love them? Other than Spider-Man, like Lois Lane just loves Superman.
Lois Lane is this person has not seen a movie in, I think, 15 years.
Batman and Bruce Wayne just always has women but chooses not to keep them. Like, what the?
Actually, hot.
This person's retarded. So I'm sorry for making fun of the mentally ill, the mentally down syndromed, but whoever this person's handler is needs to take away his phone, take away his TikTok account. Yikes. All right, let's see if there's any other gems I missed in here. Any other TikToks? No, I think we watched the Mateo one. Oh, the Mateo, literally that TikTok is his only video on his whole account. Interesting. Okay, here's another winner. Why can't anyone be attractive who's critical of us? That's all I ask for, which isn't much. Just don't have 3 chins. Okay, here's another TikTok response video. This is from Ayan Shah Likes You. Okay, so maybe this is an Indian person.
I don't know, guys. I get that Iron Man is supposed to be an American superhero, but did they really have to shove it in our faces with it? I mean, I get it. He's eating cheeseburgers and donuts and all this fast food junk. I get it. He's an American. Stop shoving it in my face. Seriously.
Yikes! Is this person's trying to be funny, and they're making a comparison that doesn't exist because this is literally the joke I made before that Iron Man, Captain America, etc. They're not just constantly eating hot dogs, going to baseball games, watching porn. This is so sad. The internet is not sending their best. Again, this person is greasy. This shirt for sure has stains on it. You guys, I'm just saying, before you criticize somebody else, like, take a shower. Would it kill you to take a shower? Deranged Lunatic, go ahead and tweet my last comment. Really? Okay. Okay, I'll put a pin in that for now. David Jenkins, it should be illegal to be so beautiful and funny at the same time. Love your perfect story. Stop. I don't accept compliments. That's my disability. Thank you, David. Like, I'm used to just seeing death threats and insults that my body actually rejects compliments. Mostly gluten. Chins are popular in China, so it makes sense they be TT. Okay, I understood most of that. Thank you. Ministry of Wrong Think. These are the TikTokos. They certainly are. Mayonnaise is awesome. Push-ups. You're white. You're not doing the stereotype any good, or you're Greek. I don't really. Maybe I'll eat mayo in a tuna salad, which is rare. Jim Marshall. What's up, Jim? I can't remember the last time I've seen you this fiery. Go off, queen. Ooh! I hope that's a compliment. Thank you, Jim. Yes, it takes a lot for me to get pissed. But once I'm there, oh, baby, watch out. Johnny Mumbles. I'm Mexican. Ooh, now I have 2 Mexican fans. Watch out, world. I'm Mexican. We're not all big-faced, ugly people on TikTok. No one at my house wants to see George Lopez's fat head on a big screen. Rock on, Chrissy. Oh, thanks, Johnny. Like, to the Latinkses in the chat who saw this movie, did you feel like it adequately represented you? Do you constantly have horns that sing La Cucaracha? What do I know? Oh, what's up, Raceland? Iron Man 1 wasn't all about that hamburger. Iron Man 1 wasn't all about that hamburger he ate after being a hostage for however long. It was a blip in the movie, then gone. I'll have to rewatch it, but did he eat a hamburger? It'd be one thing if, like, it's not that they had tacos, it's that they had tacos and then tacos were brought up in one form or another, like 4 more times in the movie, which makes you go, all we're saying is there's more to life to tacos, is there not? Maybe there isn't. Okay, we've gone through the angry TikToks. Maybe it would be a funny idea to respond to these tweets. Would you guys enjoy this? Okay. It's still, even still, this tweet has like so little engagement. Despite this this article. There was no bump from the article, unfortunately. So let's see. How should we respond to Liz Ramirez? What kind of follower is she dealing with? Yikes, 608. She does digital marketing in LA. Maybe I should give Liz free tickets to my show next weekend. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this. The Nerdrotic Blue Beetle review pissed me off. The white lady, me, being such a pick-me. What do y'all know about being black and brown? Nothing. So shut the fuck up. You didn't review the movie. You didn't like how the movie depicted white people. And then she writes, I'm more upset they're pulling the movie early from theaters. Guess which movies they don't pull early from theaters? Good ones. Ones that are doing well. So you literally just made our argument. And then in the comments, I'm not. It flopped. It should have never gone to theaters. It should have stayed on streaming because no one wanted to see it. Oh, but we're the horrible people for picking out the faults. Being such a pick-me. Gosh, there's so many different ways I can respond to this girl. I do a quote tweet. That's what we do. We do a quote tweet. The white lady is being a pick-me. Okay. I'd rather maybe I'm a pick-me because I'm not constantly talking about tacos. That's okay. I could probably do better. It's not my best. You know, it's a lot of pressure to tweet live for you people. Yes, quote tweet promoting your gigs in LA. That's a good idea. I'll do that with the next one. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Nerdrotic is racist as fuck. Let's pull up this one. Here's where I wish all of you guys could talk so I could like hear your voices, like hear your suggestions while I draft this. All right, so here's Let's Talk Firestar. 1,052 followers. Based. We don't know. His time in prison didn't do any good. I'll say, I think Nerdrotic's time in prison did do him good. He almost never drops the soap anymore. Well, I can't spell. Should we do asterisks? That's funny. All right, that's a little better. All right, let's see. Who else can we quote tweet? Blocked by shows. Okay. Oh. How about Mendoza Bowl? 300 followers. He, him. Oh, God. Okay. Let's respond to Mendoza Bowl. Maybe it was just an excuse to promote my shows in LA next weekend at the Pineapple Hill Saloon next Friday and Saturday. I like that. Pretend to be criticisms. Come on out. Bring your tacos. I'll say VIP tickets include a free taco. And then I should put the link to the tickets. That would be funny, right? Right? Okay. Copy. Paste. No. Wait. I pasted when I should have copied. Let me grab this. Doop. Copy. And then I'll put the tickets here. Whoop. Post. That's fun. That's oddly satisfying. Guys, Beaver Boys wants everyone to know that this is boring. Oh my God. Beaver Boys, how can we possibly get you engaged next week? All right, Frank, look. Do you want to come in here and tweet these for me, or do you just want to sit back there and be critical? I get enough criticism on a daily. Ministry of Wrong think more Mexicans in the chat than actually saw Blue Beetle. I think that's probably true. Matthew Hammond, member for 15 months. Can we say how great you and Jocelyn Chia looked on that video talking about the Malaysians with the free speech org? Thank you, Matthew. Thank you for checking that out. I'm going to pull that up really quickly so you guys can see what we're talking about. Jocelyn Chia and I were interviewed earlier this summer. I want to say in July, beginning of July, for the Fire Org, which is a free speech, I guess, website. Let me pull this up. Oh my God, it's really tough on this computer. Okay. Yeah, the Fire Org. Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression. Free speech makes free people. A website hacked, 4,000 one-star reviews overnight, foreign ministers apologizing, and a call for an Interpol investigations, all because of a joke. Jocelyn Chia and Chrissie Mayr sat with Fire to break down the most bizarre cancellation attempt a comedian has ever seen. Yeah, you guys can watch this on Twitter or YouTube right now. It's like a 34-minute video. Pretty well done. I actually haven't finished watching it all the way through yet, but I was there. I remember what we talked about. What's up, Raslin? Yeah, he had a Burger King after getting home before the press conference. Okay. Would we say that that's an exact comparison? I can see how you make the argument, but did he talk about it the whole rest of the movie? And I wouldn't. I mean, would you call Burger King American or just fast food, which exists globally? Oh, what's up, Hunter? A sad Ringo is a Blue Beetle. Haha, that's very funny. Hunter, you just send me your address so I can send you some merch, sir. What's up, Junior? No Mexican I know has heard of Blue Beetle or much less cares about this movie. Okay, see? That's a third Latinx person in my corner. Okay. The Burger King was in the movie as an advertisement and not a social commentary. Oh. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there wasn't any particular taco restaurant advertising. It was just like, tacos are our lives. Okay. I'm sorry, Chrissy, but I love you, girl. But Mexicans constantly eating Mexican food isn't a far stretch of reality and a little cringe. Mexican food is fucking awesome. I do, however, agree with you on the racism. Do Mexicans they can eat whatever they want. I'm talking about this movie, and the movie chose to highlight and make very important tacos specifically. And I know that tacos are not the only type of Mexican food that exists. That much I know. I've been to Cancun. What the people and the tweets. Tacos are our lives, yes. Instead of the days of our lives, it's the tacos of our lives. Calling me Latin. I did it tongue in cheek, Junior. I didn't seriously call you Latinx. I would never. Taco centric. Seriously, one more blank and I'm out. I'm not, you guys have to know that I'm not saying it seriously. I know y'all hate that word. And with good reason. Okay. Should I be like screenshotting these tweets here? I wonder if I can go back and edit any of them to include my data. Yes, somebody did delete already. Yeah, I can add on to the bottom my dates. That's funny. Okay. I'm just reading these tweets and they're distracting me. Sorry. I want to get to I guess death threats, the messages I've been receiving. It's a taco conspiracy. That's funny. You guys are funny. Okay, let's pull up the Facebook. So here's some of the messages I've been getting from the TikTok community over the last few days. This is from Veggies Toronto. This is a Canadian. I'm guessing that this is a vegetarian, to give you some context. Okay. It's the way you think you're not built like a mouthwash bottle. You're the plainest white bread and mayo sandwich I've ever looked at, and your period-stained hair doesn't help. Cat's out of the bag, guys. I dye my hair with period blood. This is why no one likes ugly gingers. Your lack of lips cause all these issues. Oh, I would love to have that be broken down for me and explained. You're not funny and you're not Latinx. Give it up, please. Okay, this person is saying Latinx in their message. He just said, you're not Latinx. Give it up, please. Shaped like a mouthwash bottle. Okay, we will give him points for creativity. I've actually never heard that one before. Okay, this next message is from Natalie. She's got 31 followers. And she's showing midriff to let everyone know that she is young and fertile. She says, dumb racist bitch, get a real job. You aren't funny. Homegirl, I've had real jobs. I've had real jobs for 15 years to get to the point where I could have this fake job. Okay, so don't tell me what to do. Thanks. Let's pull up more messages. Here's another one from Joel Ortiz, L_solo_Joe_. This is a long one. Buckle up. Hey, fellow Latino here. I'm a fan of Marvel/DC and more. I was wondering if I could join the show on Nerdrotic to educate y'all on Latino culture and the obstacles we face in life. Maybe educate you on the flashback the villain had in Blue Beetle, that the events actually happened in history in the 1970s and 1980s in Latin America, maybe about gentrification, and honestly, just Latino culture in general. It was genuinely sad how everyone on that show weren't really bashing the movie, but rather bashing an entire culture. Wow. Frankly, millions of people have seen clips of you, and everyone else is in that video. You've honestly exposed yourself. How have we exposed ourselves? By doing a public show on public internet. Willingly. I would love to join and talk to y'all, not about the movie. Then why do we need you? But about the blatant racism, xenophobia, and hatred you expressed in that episode. If you have never gone through racism or situations while you've been belittled or looked down upon due to your race or ethnicity, that you honestly don't have a say. So you're saying we don't have a say, but you're saying you need to come on the show for clout and educate us on racism. Yeah, let's call you up right away. Let's get you on the show ASAP. Here is another message from Jaded Sway, SW_X_YY, 142 followers. You're a effing idiot. That Blue Beetle review you and your white racist cucks did is so out of pocket. You have no idea what we, a minority, go through. You don't know what it means to struggle. Yeah, a lot of this, no one else could possibly understand what struggle is. I guess brown and black people have cornered the market on struggle. Just blatantly racist hate speech just because your good old America wasn't represented like you know why. It's because y'all don't have any culture. Get some say zone in y'all's life because you guys need it, racist pieces of shits. Again, grammar, people. And it's this lame insult of like, you guys don't have culture. Yeah, like deranged lunatic said, our culture is giving billions of dollars to the Ukraine. Our culture is funding wars. This is from old PRFL05 on Instagram. Stupid racist cunt. Watch you get slapped up if you're ever in Cali. Watch your back, bitch. Maybe I should tell her about my shows coming up in California. See if she wants a comp ticket. This next message is from Guille Torrico, GUILLE.TM on Instagram. Guille. More like gay. Saw your podcast, Ignorant AF. I've walked into a corporate functions dressed in professional attire and been told that the kitchen is through the back, or that if I'm there for a fill in the blank stereotypical job multiple times. So your ignorance, entitlement, and just complete disconnect with our reality is astounding. You are what's wrong with the world, believing your own whitewashed rhetoric. Isn't that so incredibly... I'm going to keep reading this. Keep believing that racism doesn't exist when your racist ass comments perpetuate it. Ignorant white life at its finest. Sweetie, if you were confused for a job that you don't do, maybe you were carrying yourself in a way, you know what I mean? Like, what? I just don't believe this at all. There's no proof of this. It's the easiest thing to just say, oh, I've been confused for a kitchen worker. Oh, okay. Maybe stop walking around with an apron and a sponge. I don't know. I mean, I did have a dishcloth tucked into the back of my pants. Again, these people feel so entitled to insult, to call me racist, to say that I have no idea what struggle is. It's really unbelievable. Here's a message from Jenny Razzo, JENNII26_X3. This is all caps, which tells you that she means business. I love an all caps, no no grammar message. Okay, I'm not ever surprised your mayonnaise looking ass doesn't know anything about our culture, you effing racist bitch. I swear if I get to see you, I'll drag your ass. What does that even mean? Can someone translate this? Does anyone speak ratchet in the chat? Like, why do people, when they pretend to be insulted or offended, insist on responding with physical violence or a threat of physical violence? Okay, here is another thread of comments here. Okay, from ICPL Waffles. Oh no, it's a comment here from Green Lagoons. where I'm promoting my show and someone's saying, "Oh, I'm down the street." I'm saying, "Come through." And then this new person comes in and says, "I'ma catch you here, you uncultured Neanderthal." All right, I hope you buy your tickets because it might sell out. Okay. Someone says guilty. She's a proud girl. Joe's Way drinks jammer says every time you smile, it looks like you're constipated. I mean, that's not totally inaccurate. I do struggle with constipation. Thank you for your concern. Gum smiling MF, your chin long ASF too. Hopefully LA welcomes you at your show. And then I assume that is the Mexican flag. I wrote back, I am constipated. I forgot that I wrote that. Someone wrote STFU. Green Lagoons comes back with "bout to catch ya slippin', you uncultured Neanderthal," again with that same insult. Quadzilla says, "Oh my god, good one, haha." Bored face. So is that all of them? I feel like we have so many more. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. Was that 6? You can't argue with my just response of yes, I am constipated. Oh my god, what's up? God, it's getting hot in here, guys, and I am not doing this for super chats. It really is just stiflingly hot. Ghost Crusaders, member for 9 months. I'm Latinx. This is not me saying it. This is me reading a chat. I'm Latinx and I don't give a poop about Blue Beetle. Also, do these writers think Latin people only eat the most famous dish? This is exactly the point we're all making. Thank you. Blue Beetle with tacos and Miles Morales with empanadas. Thanks, buddy. Raceland, I want to learn how to pronounce your name. I do. No, sorry. It's just the last guy implied he could say things about other superheroes with American foods like you guys with the tacos, but there really is no comparison. Yeah, I mean, I don't fault someone for eating something from their culture. It's just when you mention it so many times and the uncle named his truck the Taco Mobile or whatever. It just is a bit much is all we're saying. MK Solid, I cannot stand y'all. It's almost as bad as bruh. Where are you from, MK Solid? Are you from the Northeast? Before movie sucked. Thanks for the super chat. Chrissy is a verbal boxer using her hard-hitting words to poncho out her Tiquilla talk haters. If we can't really talk about our cultural differences, we'll never find a way to burrow the hatchet or burrito the hatchet. That was funny. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Ghost Crusaders. Thank you for the orange boy. Not all Latin people share a culture. This Joel Ortiz is a piazza. Mexicans and Puerto Ricans aren't the same. We get along, but we don't share a culture. These are just very emotional people that developed mentally stunted. That's how it looks to me. A lot of them need to just get outside, get some vitamin D, go for a walk, have a nice shower. Raceland. I was trying to point out a fallacy in his statement, but I'm not very good with words. Sorry for the... No, you're fine. And I was willing to be like, oh, if Iron Man ate a hamburger, okay, I could see how you could make that point. Bird up. Why are so many illegal immigrants so desperate to enter a horrible racist country with no culture? This might be my favorite chat of the day. Isn't that interesting? Bird up. I'm talking to a bird. A bird has said the most intelligent thing of the day. If we're such a horrible country, everyone here is so racist, like, why are millions of you busting down the door to come in? Good. Oh, now we have another animal, a serious cat. I don't think you're racist, Chrissie Mayr. Thank you. See, I'm a friend to human and animal alike. It's funny that there was 2 animals in a row. What's up, Spectral? How is mayonnaise an insult? I love mayonnaise. I don't understand. I don't understand these people. Again, the internet is not sending their best. These people are not clever. They're not very smart. I mean, I'm sure there are some like white people foods out there that you can make fun of, but like just simply choosing a condiment is so lazy. It's like, oh, you salt eater. Everyone eats salt. Push-ups in all caps. I love mayonnaise with my cheeseburgers. It's great. That's how I know you mean business. Viking. At least they didn't say you had a munt. I'm in like the munty chair right here. I'm wearing a dress, so you can't really. I don't really look very munty today. Oh boy, it is really hot in this room. Like you can see, I'm sweating. I don't know anyone that loves mayo. I have tons of white friends. I can't think of a single one that's like, yo, this party's great, but where's the mayo? Well, there you have it. The Mexicans, the woke Mexicans have tried to cancel me, just like the Malaysians before them, just like the fried chicken people, just like the Chinese, just like the trans. I don't know. Maybe we should just take guesses on which group is going to come after me next. I'm not trying to trigger people. I'm just living my life. And yeah, somebody said I had no lips, which is at least creative and original. It's Frank. If there was an Italian superhero, you mean an Italian hero whose family was all about spaghetti and meatballs, and the uncle named his truck the ravioli, yeah, it would be annoying and cringe. This is a perfect comparison. If you watch the Blue Beetle movie, and here's the thing is you don't get to shit on us if you haven't seen the movie. Like you just simply don't. You being brown doesn't qualify you to review a movie you haven't seen. And it certainly doesn't qualify you to review a movie review for a movie you haven't seen. The arrogance is off the charts. Okay. I'm going to try to calm down. Okay, I'm calm. All right, guys. If you're in the LA area, come see me next weekend at the Pineapple Hill Saloon with Lila Thompson. It's going to be a blast. I got a bunch of other appearances coming up, special podcasts, special appearances. Trying to just try to taste all the flavors of LA, all the get all the tacos I can get. And yeah, I think that's it for now. You guys have been great. Thanks for letting me vent. And I will see you soon. Who is coming up, you say? Tomorrow I will not be on Friday Night Tights. I actually have a friend's wake to go to. Very sad. But yeah, then I'm flying to LA on Monday. So I'm going to try to do some IRL streams while I'm on the road, while I'm in the hotel. But you'll definitely see me on some different podcast appearances from LA. So just stay tuned. You guys are the best. Love you. Stay gay.